All right. Good morning, Sunny. Good morning. How things going? We are here. We made it. We got our stream rolling. Hey, 50% complete. All right. Home currently. Are you doing okay? Are you off of work? Are you... I got too much of Mrs. Tahoe in me now. I always jump to worry now first. Like, something up? Stomach issues? Oh, that sucks, my friend. It's been weird. Okay, so it feels like there's something going around again a little bit right now, because I've been off this week too. It's been weird. I don't know what's up. My kids are off from school, have been off from school all this week, so I know they didn't drag anything home. We didn't go out anywhere. So I don't know what's going on. Changing season, I don't know, something. Oh, stomach issues are never fun. Never fun. Let me pop something up here real quick. There we go. I got too many windows open. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, there we go. Thought it was just sulfur burps, but just have way too much gas and my stomach isn't feeling too great at the moment now as well. Yeah, okay. That's really interesting. I've had similar issues this week. Huh. Weird. Could be just coincidence. Could be something. Was thinking maybe it was something I ate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We had some stuff like tortilla soup and chicken pot pie this week, but I don't think it was that. Could have been. I've been farting like a sailor. I've been crazy. Actually, gas has been coming out of me both ends. It's been weird. I did best pork chops and handmade guac yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. The axis of the Earth is slightly off and it's causing us to have issues, or I don't know, something. Maybe the stars are out of alignment. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, both ends, yeah. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on. But I haven't gotten, so normally if I'm sick or have like the flu or whatever like that, then I have fever, and other things happen with it. I've been tired this week. Actually, we all have. We've all wanted to sleep in like a whole bunch. All four of us in the house here, but I'm not having any of the other normal symptoms that I would associate with like being sick. So that's been strange. I don't know. Like I said, maybe there's just something in the air right now, Sunny. I don't know. I'd have to confirm with some other people to see whether or not there's we need a bigger sample size. So if there anybody else in here who's watching who has come upon some issues with their tummy as of late, let us know. We're doing an experiment. We're gathering data right now. Okay. Let's get into it. All right. So I threw up on the social medias this morning that I'm gonna try to see. We've got this big chunk of pages, right? We've got 9, 10, 11, 28, 29, and 18. We've got those 6 pages which don't really have anything on them. I put something on 18, but I really, really hate it. Well, maybe not hate. Maybe hate's the wrong word, but I'm not thrilled with it. So I might want to change that around. But I've got these other bits that I want to see if I can fill in today. So you can see our words. I've got the words here ready to go already. I've got backup stuff just in case. But I got to figure out what the imagery is that does 2 things. One, it connects our story from where we have started already. So say for page 8. And then connect it to page 12. So these are these are the big beats that I went ahead and did all the illustrations for. So we need to connect those 2 points together with what we're going to put in these 3 pages. But we also have to make them work with the flow here as well. So we have to connect these actions that are happening and then make sure that this has a nice tidy little setup to make it through. So we will see. Trying to figure out, do I go with the easy one? Do I try to work on 18? That's a shorter run there. We had some success last week getting these 2 end pages done. I'm very happy with those. Everything still needs lots of tweaks and adjustments, more details that I can put in there. I'm definitely going to hide some more references to some things in each of these pages, but I need to go back. Do I do these 2 and try to continue that pace? I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling. Some of them are pretty simple where they're just talking to each other. Like these 2 are 2 characters talking, being sweet. Let's see. Yeah, these 3 pages, 9, 10, 11, they're still kind of like, I want to do something interesting with them. Because we start off... Yeah, I'm bouncing around a little bit. It's okay. Bouncing around's okay. So we've got these really cool illustrations of this picture on the wall. We've got the boxes set up in the house with this picture, with this window frame in the back and stuff like that. So we've got some cool illustrations here. And then once we get to these repeat pages, these 8 pages right here, they're pretty simple. Right? They're just, this is our repeats. So we have an opportunity to do a little, and not be so boring. I would say boring. These are pretty flat, right? Like they don't have a lot of stuff going on in them because we want you to focus on the thing that's going on the page. So we can do some like house background stuff. We can do different things here. I really like this number, see, it's 2, 3, 4, number 5, where we have the little stitchings here, and we show one part of the action and then the next part of the action where he hops into the box. Like that's kind of cool. We might need to do some more stuff like that where we use the frames to do 2 things. Sometimes we use the whole page to do an action, like him flying off into space there. Let's see. Sometimes I've just gotta feel inspired by something. Not sure what though. Let's see. Where's number 18? Let's open 18 real quick. Okay, so our 18, since we already partially started it, I was trying to figure out. So we go from this mysterious box. Oh, that's the other part for 9, 10, and 11. We need to introduce this box, probably on number 9, and then we have to make it make sense for 10 and 11. That's what it is. So 18 is the connection between something is different about this box compared to all the other boxes we've introduced before. Oh, maybe that's what we're gonna have to do. Maybe we'll do a memory bubble for number 9. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you have to talk yourself into what you're thinking. Let's see, where did we have a memory, or not a memory, but a thought bubble? I think it's here. What if we did select? We can make it bigger. Let's bring up page 5. Yeah, 5. We're just kind of playing with some of this at the moment. Don't save. Make a new layer for that. That here. So this is what he's thinking of when he's thinking of a box. That's what I was thinking of. Is what if we did? But we have to have him doing something, is the kicker. So we've got Buns, we have a surprise for you. We hope you like it. And he's just like, what? So my original thought was to be like, what a strange box. So like we've introduced him to the this new strange box, and he's just like, wait a minute, we were just talking about, we were just playing in these other boxes, like why is this one so different? Why is this one weird? Not knowing what we know. So this is a little bit more of a story where we know something that our main character doesn't. So we get to play with that a little bit in this. I can just grab Sometimes I'll do this too, where I'll just take a bunch of these, kind of the idea of what I want, and I'll slap them onto the page. And sometimes once I have the main pieces that I want, then sometimes the story comes to me afterwards, or how the illustration should work. Just append this object. Hey, I was smart enough. Like, I was thinking maybe if he, yeah. We already have, pressing all the wrong buttons. We already have him kind of, he's there. We have him inquisitively thinking about it. Does that come? Okay, no, we don't. Okay. Kind of have that face here. I think this is probably one of the... I was reading some posts today from a person I follow on Threads, and she was talking about illustration and stuff like that, and there's a lot of between the traditional publishing and the self-publishing. For the self-publishing, you have a lot more ability to do what you want and stuff like that, and time to do what you want, compared to traditional publishing, which will not necessarily make you do things, but the restrictions, there are definitely more restrictions and more, you're following what they want rather than them following what you want, kind of thing. And she had made a comment talking about the story, like you want to try to make sure and have your story as tight as possible before you pass it on to the illustrator, especially for the traditional publishing. And it may work for self-publishing as well. I think I find myself more in a free form version of that, where I like being able to sit with this, and like I might not be making a whole bunch of progress right now. We've done a couple things, moved some things around, but I want to try to make sure that the things that I'm putting together make sense and flow correctly. Like changing this, let's see, 11, 12, 13, number 14, page 14, before he was like peeking around the side, which is very similar to this one. So I put him up on top of the box. So I was able to change part of that. Or like when we needed to compress the story down so that the page turns made more sense. So we actually pushed this page illustration from up at the top down to here, and basically took all these word bubbles were stretched across this spread and they got compressed into this one page. So, which is fine, and that may require some rewrites in that space, but it's all, I feel the free form of that for me and my style works way better. I like being able to have this ability to look at the entire thing and jump around to the pieces that I know that I want to hit, the beats that I want to hit with the illustrations, and then I have the ability to change some of the writing if I need to help make the illustrations and stuff connect through on that story. So just different for me and how I do work on my pages and stuff like that. We're kind of at that stage where we're going to be jumping around a little bit until these last little bits kind of break free. Okay, so I'm trying to think of this. My whole plan was to never to pull a whole Snoopy scenario. If you're unfamiliar with Snoopy, the parents of the characters in the Peanuts universe are kind of are not there. They're not necessarily invisible, but they're just voices that come in and out from there, but you never actually get to see them in any way. We have a similar thing. Like, I'm trying not to use the humans that are in this universe. Like, I could have somebody reach in and pick Buttons up and put him somewhere, do something with him or whatever like that, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to have them have that type of presence. I don't think. I haven't used it in the first two, so I think I've already set up precedents for that, so definitely need to keep that going. Keep thinking about it, being like, I could put like somebody grabbing him and putting him in front of the box or something like that. But like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want arms or hands in here. Let's see. Let's just group that together. Group. For now. Let's reflect that across. I want to do something different though. I don't want it just to look the exact same the whole time. So we do something fun over here. Once we get to the part where he's opening the box, we change perspectives. Perspective changes. He's no longer looking at it from the side, right? It's not two-dimensional in that way. Then all of a sudden our scene opens up and things become three-dimensional for a minute there. We can have pieces of three-dimensionality in different places. I don't know. We could also, I wonder if I make that a non-worded page. What if I took the words from 9 and put them on 10? So do those two. Basically move everything from 9 to 10. Even this stuff. And we do a cool, just straight illustration of the box. Number 9. It's a possibility. Like, it makes sense that we move through these pieces. Like, it's not too far off. It's not like super interesting though. That's okay. Maybe it's just an in-between moment. Sometimes you have to have like mild moments before things get really start to punch up a little bit, especially as we get over here where things get really punchy. We have a lot of cool faces and actions and three-dimensionality, and like there's a bunch of stuff that happens at the back of the book. So maybe this, okay. Oops, excuse me. Maybe it's okay that this isn't. Um. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to think it all out. Let's try. Okay, that might work. I might be able to put it in a... Where's my last? Okay, so I have... Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Didn't save. So we'll do that. Oh, move him up like this so that he's cut off by the stitchings here. Okay, so that means... Okay, so how are we going to cut this out? So I gotta fit words. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Duplicate. Let's put it there. Copy. Paste. That. There we go. Let's do that for now while we're temping this up. Okay, so let's grab. We need this. Oops. I guess I gotta choose a layer first. Paste. I know what I could do. An idea. Let's put this up here. Let's take this, make it smaller. Put this here. We're gonna do like I think this might be fun. Okay. Have an idea. Definitely need to move those bubbles around. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. Because we get to see a little bit of his thought process in this one. Okay, so we're doing something. Yeah. I'm on to something here now. Took a minute, but we got there. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's see. Range, bring to front. Move that like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're definitely onto something here now. Yay! I was getting me worried for a second. I was like, I'm gonna have to jump to something else. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. Do need to... I think it's 4 or is it 5? Let's go look at one of our more established pages. Oh, that one says 6. Okay, is it 6? I thought it was 5. Could be wrong. No, that's a 6. Okay, so it's 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I've already resized this one a couple times, so it's definitely 5, 6. Okay, cool. Might have to change that one a little bit. Go down to 5. Okay, so let's do an equivalency thing here. That's that. So one of the things you can do, which is cool about any type of illustration book, is you can actually include the thoughts of the characters. So if they're looking at something, you can make it look, like they're thinking about it. I was inspired by one of the streamers you rated to get one of the little streamer games for the parachute drop. Oh yeah, that was I think it was 2 of them. That was one of them was Sundere Sharks. I think she added that to her stream. And the other one, she's not on right now. Can't remember the other one's name. Siren was the one I know. Yeah, Siren. Yeah, I've thought about that. I thought about maybe doing, even Mr. Jerv has a one where the little characters pop up at the bottom of the screen. So anytime somebody joins, a new avatar pops up at the bottom of the screen, and they can do different things with them or make them redeem different things, or yeah. Typing it into my Talon was a pain. Yeah, so like there are lots of like little mini things that you can do. I haven't it's one of those things where I saw even Mr. Jerv's thing and I was just like, that's really cool, but I would want to customize it to either have my characters or have, something along those lines to make it fit. Like it can be just random in that way, but knowing me, I was just like, yeah, I could customize that. There are tons of those options out there for sure. Let's go like that. Copy, paste, object transform, reflect. That's what I was thinking. Something like that. We just kind of hint at the idea that his brain is trying to understand what this thing is. So I'm still thinking for this one, I almost wonder if this one should be on number 10. That one on, with this illustration number 10, but we need to do a big huzzah for number 9. Like I said, we may need to take the words and put them onto 10 as well. Might be a better setup. Let's see. Oops, that's the one. Let's save this real quick. This is kind of what I was thinking, this idea. No, it's all about interactivity, right, Sunny? It's like I'm trying to figure out part of that for my stream, and it takes some time for me to Enchanted Siren, that's the one. It takes me some time to figure out how I want to do it and all of those things, and develop all of those systems and make sure that they work with what I want to do and what I'm doing. I don't want to overload the screen too. Like, I don't want to have too much stuff. Now we've already got Pupper's cam and stuff like that, which we could check on. Oh, she's not there. She's not there right now. All of those different things. So it really depends. Depends on what you want. Maybe we don't need the bubble. Maybe it needs to be the whole thing. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. I think I got an idea. Get rid of that. I like that little bump out though. Now she wants to come inside. Okay, we'll work on that here in a second. Give me a second. Let me go let Puppers in. We'll actually see. She should be right there. Oh, yep. You get to see the back of her butt real quick. I'll go grab her. She made it. She made it inside. Actually, I forgot I got the mobile camera up too. Hee. She's taking the big couch. There it is. That's her little den that she makes. There, we'll check in on her in a little bit. See how she's doing. Okay, so I like this better, where he's really contemplating. We're doing some stuff here. So now, though, what we need to do... I need to... So we made that bubble nice and big. We need to take this... Definitely turn weird. There we go. That center. Put that center, which we can make a little bigger now too. Not too much bigger though. Let's put that more to the middle. She did a Hank the Cowdog spin. Yes, she did. She always does that. She has to do 3 or 4 loops and then she'll find a spot to lay down. Yeah, I think we need to move all this over to page 10. How I'm going to do that, I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I know that. Okay, so that's on the pink layer, so we don't want to do... Oh, no, maybe we do want to do that. So we should be able to... Those two can stay. We want to pull all of these. Select all. Let's see, paste remembers layers. That's the one. Copy. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. Let's just unlock all of those at the moment. Let's just paste like that. Okay, so it should have put stuff together, which it did. Okay, yeah, that worked. Yay! Wasn't sure how that was going to work. Okay, so let's save that before I get too crazy here. So where's the cut line? Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's over there on that side. Save this real quick. Okay, so all of this we don't need anymore. Okay, perfect. We went from getting some work done on 9 to now having no work done on 9 and then all the work being done on 10. Yikes. It happens. Actually, I want to do one thing. Let's get rid of that. Let's keep the... We don't need any of this. Keep this for the moment. Because we do want this out here. We'll save it like that. Okay, so now we can do a big ta-da! This is the object on this page on number 9, and then he can be doing the reminiscing, thinking about this on this page. I think Yeah, that's the one I want. Let's see, not those. We don't need the mouth. We don't, it doesn't matter. We're not using that right now. Copy. Back over to 10. There we go. Paste. Let's flip that. Starting to get cold around here. I'm a little worried. We've got the book event tomorrow and it's going to be chilly out there. Gonna freeze my butt off. Gonna be outside. It's okay. The one in November is going to be... Not November. The one... Actually, it is. But the one... Oh, that was right. I pasted a copy. Remember. Okay. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need it. That one's going to be in the convention center, so that one's going to be nice. Nice and warm. Be happy with that. There we go. Thumbs off. Thumbs off. Oh, let's trim it up. Let's just see. This where, there we go. Now I have a better view of that. I don't know if I like that. The idea is kind of like this, where he's like raising one eyebrow. Kind of idea, even though the animals don't have eyebrows. I don't want him to be like super suspicious. I could do that. Hold on, let me... Where's my back? Another thing to look at, I've got so many different faces that I've drawn by hand. Let's look at some of these and see if any of these would be better. Oh, we got our first ad break coming up here shortly. Sweet. Let's see, none of those. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know quite yet. We got 2 minutes before our first ad break coming up here. Maybe something like that. Okay, so let's trim that again, see what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead, let's pause here for the moment. We will take a quick 3-minute break for our ads to run for anybody who is not subscribed to the channel. And then, so we're gonna pause, and this way you don't miss anything. We'll take a break, we'll grab something to drink, grab some snacks for the bathroom. That's for you and for me to do both of those things. But in the meantime, we'll put the camera on the puppers and we'll get to see what she's up to. She moved off of the couch, by the way. She did not want to be up there anymore. So we'll swap over to that and then we'll go from there, and I will see you after the break. Hopefully those ads will start soonish. We'll see. I did my whole spiel too. Alright, welcome back. Puppers is still here. Daughter has joined us, though. She is. You may see her shadow every once in a while pop in if we're on the Puppers camp. We'll see. Alright, let's get back over to what we were doing. Also, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch headphones. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to pause our music. So normally when I run a stream like this, I have my microphone sitting on my desk. And that's what I use for all of the audio for me and whatever else is going on in the house. But in order to make sure like the music's happening correctly and that the notifications for everything that happens, because it does speech to talk to, no, speech to text, text to speech, text to speech. I have to have a headphone in, but I don't want to be tethered to the computer that way. So I just use my AirPods to put one in my ear. But for some reason, the right one was hurting my ear. I had to switch to the left one, put the left one in. When you take one out of your ear, then it pauses the music. So we gotta fix. We gotta work. We all good now. It's all part of that same thing, right? Some weirds in the air that's causing all kinds of funky problems. What's my next one? Let's get rid of 18 for now. We're not working on 18. I wonder, should I move this to 11? Let's open number 11 real quick. I went from not knowing what I was doing on all three of these pages to maybe moving them all around now. We will see, yeah. What is forest? I don't know if I like that part. So if I move this text, we might need to do some rewrites here. Means we would need something else. It means we would have nothing on page 11. So we went from basically we've crunched it all down. Let's not have those here. Maybe that goes here. Maybe I just didn't have them arranged correctly. What a strange box my people put on the floor. I wonder what it's for. Makes sense. Weird, my people usually let me play in boxes, but this one is all closed up. The box has a funny smell. I think that should be fine. And then this will just be the... Ta-da! Yeah, I think that works better. Edits, rewrites, rearranging. Let's get closer to 20. Bring that back up to 6. That down to 6. Okay, yeah. Our page goes to the left. Okay, good. Break that out a little bit here. Connect these. Hey, what is that? What does that have a rounded point on it? There we go. Eagle eyes could see it from a mile away. Arrange. Send it back. Bam. Let's see. There we go. Cool, yeah, I think that works much better than what we had. So now what we need to do is we need to bring up these dots from down here. Duplicate layer, put them there. And then we're going to get rid of all the ones in between. Yeah, get rid of all of those. Should be able to get rid of that one. Yeah, okay. Good. Delete. That one we can't delete. These ones we have to manipulate a little bit. Or do they hit right on the... Oh, we got barely unlucky on that one. Okay, there we go. Michelle, if there's anything you want from Trader Joe's that wasn't on the list that Mom made, make sure and text her. I think she was going to try to go today by herself, which is crazy, but just your mom. Okay, so same thing here. Got a little corner. Needs to come off. Fine. Okay, all of these should be the same. See? Except for that one. That's the only one that's not the same. I should do that, and there should be one more down here. This one's gonna be a butt. Not too bad. Okay, that should make that work correctly. Trim. So that's what the page would look like. I don't know why I have two-tone here. Yeah, why do I have two different colors here? That was a direct... Weird. Why did it change the color? Ah, crap. I gotta go look. Background color should be this. A1C86E. Okay, we got it fixed. That was weird. It like, when I duplicated it, it added some darkness to it. It's weird. Cool, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I can change the color of the background depending on what I want to do. So we have a green. This is page 10. This isn't page 9. Okay, let's pull that. Let's put that into our main template. Export. To make sure everything is saved. Let's save this. This is your reminder. Please make sure and save your. Wow, that was, why did that pull that out of there? Number 9. Make sure and save your work if you're working digitally. If it auto saves, you're good. Just make sure, double check. Okay, here we go. Let's see, we want to go to this layer. We just did number 10. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10 goes there. Nope, did that wrong again. Yep, on the wrong layer. God damn it. Every time. Embed. There we go. Okay, so part of the reason why I like to do this is then I can look at the whole thing. Wait a minute. Oh, did I just not update those? Remember we went through and we had to fix a bunch of pages because they didn't have the right backgrounds. Okay, so... Okay, those are fixed. They're just not represented here. They still look like they have gradients on them, but they don't. Okay, cool. We're good. Phew! Got worried for a second. Question is, we have the ability to do some color. It's over here. let's just get the stuff, or the action stuff figured out, and then I'll worry about the colors. That can always be something to come back to. Okay, so the page that precedes that, so here he's trying to make an equivalency of what's going on. But this one, we want the focus to be on this box. Something's happening. Let's see. God dang it. Too much stuff on these layers. I'm looking for, let's open up that. Don't save. Does it get... Oh yeah, we get more and more as the time goes on. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we go up each time. So maybe we should do a 3. Might have too many repeating things here. I need to make something to... I wonder if I should do a more 3D version of this. But we don't really bring it back any other time besides this. Most of it's all two-dimensional. Unless I change some of the illustrations. Let's save. Let me save this real quick. Okay, so let's make some. Goes here. Move this over here. This one here. So this is our edit, our rewrites that we just did. There we go. We have a blank with no words on it now. Okay, does it post it twice? Evader restricted. Likely ban evader. Then Ruth banned them. Is it popping up twice on your screen too, Sunny? Oh, because they're posting twice. Yes, I see that. Cheap viewers on steambo.com or whatever it is. Remove the space. And it's got two different ats going on there. Okay, yeah. So they're out there trying to double up on their chicanery. How dare they? Okie dokie. Yeah, that leads us, so that's there. So now we need a connector piece between 8 and 10, which should be this reveal of this box that's come in. But we need to do something to have it come into existence. I could just plop it on the middle of the page, but we kind of have similar setups with, I mean, these ones are not literally pop out. Like this one's bouncing to the left, this one's bouncing to the right, this one's shaking all over, but it's very, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay that those are just flat 2D, because then it goes away. Sora's gotta go outside? Yeah, will you let her out, please? Thank you. We'll see if she can catch her going out. There she goes. Yes, meeting their quotas. Yeah, right. What quotas are they meeting? We're gonna hit so many streams with all of our stuff. Do you think those actually work on people? Do people actually like go to that place and do you think they make money off of that? Is that profitable? Are we in the wrong business? Should we be stream botting? Yeah, we need something there. Where are my books at? All right. What do we have for references here? Desktop references. Put that there. See, this book is definitely full of a bunch of surprises. This is like when I was considering trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to do the human parts of it, but I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want them. I don't know. We kind of did. few days later with the rays coming out of him like that, which was our reference to book 1. When we did the similar, where is it at? When Buttons first comes home, he gets the sun rays like, welcome home. It's big hoopla for that. So that's why we did that for number 8. Buttons, we have a surprise. But it's not as... Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's the kicker right there. That wasn't the surprise moment. Select all. Copy. Turn this off for now. Save. See, all about the adjustments and manipulations and moving things around. Trying to get that feel just right. Okay. Definitely need some more stuff to make it. I need the humans to come in and say something here too. Ah, this is still a gradient page. Okay, cool. Definitely want to get rid of that. Don't want gradient here. Let's see. Select all. What do we got here? 50% on an overlay. Let's go 75. Let's go 80%. Nope, 75. I'll get there, I promise. There we go. Yeah. Save. Okay, let's do a couple things here. That one's kind of boring now, so we definitely need to do some work on that one now again. Where is... Okay, here we go. Let's export number 8. We can see what it looks like on there. Temp, export, replace, fine. 9, export, temp, export, okay. Let's go back into here. Oops, make sure we're on the right one, which we are. Cool. Bed. that one there. Put 8 in there. Okay, there we go. We're getting there. Yay! Alright. Finally. Yeah, it was in the wrong spot. That's what that was. Save this. So let me bring up my Canva a little bit here real quick. Before I forget, I'll show you guys what I'm doing too real quick. Get rid of this. Hey, B-Shack, thanks for lurking. So, before I forget, let's find number 8. Should go in order, going down. I rearranged everything so that it would do it correctly. Let's see, ungroup those. There we go. So we lost someone 8. Because I had to go backwards a little bit, so we definitely need to... I'm going to go even further down. That one definitely took a hit just now. It needs major work and overhaul to get it back to where we want it. But at the very least, we've got some progress started on it. So we know those objects are good on it. The wordings, the box, him in the middle with his little... playing with his little toy. And then page 9, I think that's correct. Yeah, that's good. 9 is the, ta-da, here's this box. And then he's like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think I got that figured out now, which is good. Perfecto. Cool. Let's see. Where do we need to go to grab? Which one did I open? Was it 18? 18 was the one I opened? Yeah, it was. Ugh, still don't like this page. Go away, 18. I'm not ready to deal with you quite yet. Nobody likes you. Right. Let's go. Just go there for now. It's fine. Okay. Deal with that later. Okay, yeah, I think 10 we definitely have a good grasp on. I think this is a good setup for that, so I don't think we need to do any more there. But now we've got 8. We've got 8 and 9 now that we have to do some serious work on. And 11. 11 is our connector one, so let's not mess with number 11 at the moment. We'll just try to get 8 and 9 kind of rounded a little bit. If we can. So those words need to stay. We can get rid of this because that's blast is not worth it. Let's see. We don't want the words. is wall. Which direction? Okay, it's coming this way. Okay, so at least we made that bigger so it fits on the page a little bit more. This one we can actually put him... Let's put him in the house. Ooh, this is a bad one to bring up because that one has a window in it. We don't want a window. Which one? Which one? That's fine. I just need the background element. Select all. Copy. Get rid of that. Go back to 8. There. Paste. Yeah, we'll just make it like a normal day for him, like he's doing his normal stuff, playing. No big deal. Yeah. That's cool. And then that'll give me the ability to put some stuff on the walls and do some things like that too. Cool. Details on that. Yay, okay. Save. Export that out. Sadly, this is like not the fun stuff that happens for illustrations and stuff. But like, if you want to see what the process looks like, at least for me, this is how I do it. This is like lots of back and forth, lots of changing of stuff, lots of trying to figure out what my ideas are, not always getting them correct, but trying. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, we've got tons of these. They look very similar. And I can change a bunch of them. Like these all line up. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if I like that now. I don't like how it's left page house, right page something else happening. May have to look into that a little bit more. See if there's a way to break that up or not. Okay, cool. So, well, that helped out page 8 a little bit more now too, so I don't think it's as drastic of a loss on that one. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's the way it works. Okay. Sometimes you have to go backwards in order to go forwards on some of this stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, Bishak, for putting your points in towards our special treat for Sora. I think she went back outside, but I can't guarantee that she's going to be on the camera. She's off. We could take the mobile one out there real quick and see if we can find her. Salut! Oh, now you're going to make me sneeze. Oh, no. I'm trying not to. My body's really trying not to sneeze. Not doing a good job though. Ooh, okay. Let's go see. I'm gonna take a short trip outside and see if we can find the puppers on the camera real quick. Sometimes a walk helps. Okay, I have returned. We can swap over, see if she's still there. Ooh, we're getting some good wind out there. The little mobile camera. Alright, well, we'll leave her alone for the moment. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's looking better. Definitely reorder feels better. And it really does feel like once we get down to the repeating stuff, no, even the repeating stuff does the same. Left side is house side, right side is things that happen. I don't know how my brain just set it up that way. Or why it did. This is the one that breaks out of that. We got stitching things that happens there. This one breaks out of that. This one breaks out of that. Okay, so we do have... sometimes I think too hard about this stuff. And I have to get out of my own way sometimes when I'm working on the illustrations for this. Like I'm looking at this lineup here on this left-hand side. Like these are all very, similar. Very similar in that way. Like, okay, I need to figure out a way. It has to be a little bit more random, a little bit more variable, a little bit but I have to remember, and I look through like my manga and stuff like that. There are a lot that are very similar. Like if your characters are trapped inside of a location, then you're going to see that location over and over and over and over and over again. It's just going to be very similar. You can't. There's only a certain amount of ways you can draw the same space. You can change some of it up. You can add little details and differences. But other than that, it's going to be very similar. I think I have to remember, think back to like sitcoms from the 90s. I always go to Friends because Friends is a huge one. The Coffee Shop. Coffee Shop is exactly the same all 10 years of that show. So it's okay to have something that reoccurs and looks very similar. You can do different things with it. Like the way they would change up that coffee shop is they would have different extras in the background. Or if there was it was like near Christmas or whatever, they put some decorations up. But the layout and everything else is very, very similar. And I have to remember in my own brain not to get caught up too much on making sure every page is this unique flower, that there's this snowflake of a unique snowflake in that way. Like they're not all going to be, and that's okay. Hard to get out of that though. It's hard not to think and be stuck in that mode. That everything has to be new and different and unique on every single page. Or, I do that when I'm looking at the emotions and the faces that I put for different pages. And I'm like, oh, I just used that one, or oh, I'm repeating this one too many times. And I get down on myself for that. I'm like, oh, I need to find a different way to express that, or a different way to show that. And I'm like, yeah, there are some moments where that's true, but there are, people's faces tend to use the same emotions in the same ways that they present those the same way a lot. Like, it's rare that you're going to get somebody that has a different way to express the same emotion 500 different times, Let's see. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on 8 now. That one's just gonna need details, which that's coming back to. Coming back and working on those and adding those in. Go to 9. Doesn't help that the music I'm listening to is sad and depressing too. That doesn't help either. I need to be happy. How you doing, Sonny? You doing okay? Things feeling a little raw still? Have you taken less break? Do we need to do more ad breaks so that you can go off to the bathroom? Doing okay? Cool. Check it in. Just want to check in. Had to run to the bathroom earlier. Yeah. I did. It sucks. That just sucks. Sucks to have that happen. Never fun to not feel good. I'm assuming you had to call out from work today then, right? You're like, hey, I'm shit my brains out. I don't know if I can help you today. I don't think you want me around food, helping customers. Yeah, I told my dad I wasn't coming in right now. You work for your dad? Is that what it is? Or does he own the place? I didn't know that. Because all the gas would have made it smelly. Yeah. Yep, we own it. Oh, okay. I know you kept saying my restaurant, or yeah, something along those lines, and I was just like, oh, I didn't quite understood what that meant, but now I get it. It's a family-owned and run restaurant. So who in your family is has the Spanish heritage? Your mom or your dad? Because I pull mine from my grandmother's side of the family. My grandfather's side has more of the no, that would have been my great-grandparents. My great-parents, one was full Spanish from Spain, one was full Italian from Italy. Both full-blooded. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got a little bit distance on mine because my great grandparents are the ones they immigrated over, or no, their parents brought them over, but they were both born in, one was born in Spain, one was born in Italy. So that's on my grandmother's side. My grandfather's side, I don't know too much about that side. I think it's... My brother was looking into it. I'm not sure. He might have gotten it done. But because we are so close, since our grandparents immigrated over here so close, because they were great-grandparents, I think he was working on trying to get dual citizenship. So he was trying to get citizenship in Italy so that they could go and visit and do that stuff. So I think there was a possibility of that being available to my family in that way. Ooh, definitely not. Definitely not that color. I don't know if I would want to do that. It'd be cool to have a dual citizenship, but the process for it and the legal process to get it figured out to prove that your family is... Well, no, I guess if he's already got it figured out and he has his, then I should technically be able to get mine then. Heard about it and it was like, yeah. European country, that would definitely make it easier to get in and out of those countries if you had that dual citizen of America and Mexico. That would be cool too. That's the crazy part is like there's a lot of very pretty places over there, and I'd love to go visit some of the stuff in Mexico. I know everybody's always like, oh, go to the beaches and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, but maybe that's it. Maybe I just want to go visit places. I'm gonna go see some stuff. Be like, bye, I'm gonna go get tacos, right? I know, that was the beautiful thing about all those border cities right along Mexico. You could just hop over, grab some awesome food, and then pop back across. No big deal. Well, at least it was. Much harder now. But that would be cool, even to go to like a European country, just be like, pop over there, grab some cool pastries, head back, you know, like, maybe I'm hungry. I think I'm hungry. I'm talking about food. I want to go get food. Maybe that's my problem. Usually I don't get hungry, which is weird. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to tone this page down a lot. We got way too bright colors. Well, we got about 1 minute and 30 seconds for anybody who's here watching our stream. Minute 30 until our next ad break pops up. So then we will probably gonna pause here. We'll probably pause right here. So this is the one page that I want to work on next. Try to push on a little bit more in this stream today. So we're gonna pause right here. We'll actually, let's see what our pupper's cam looks like. Nope, she's gone again. That one. Aha, she's over on the deck now. She made it back. She's like, I don't want to be in the wind. I don't blame her. So we'll pause right here. We'll keep an eye on the puppers for the moment. And then once we come back from our ad break, then we'll keep going and keep talking about stuff. So if you have questions, feel free to put them into the chat and I will answer them as soon as we get back. But we'll see you on the other side of those ads. Okay, I'm still here. I have returned. We are in the ads for 2 more minutes, but that's okay. We did it. Thanks for all the support. What is that? Hey, your sub goal of 10 was just completed. Sweet. Look at that. We did a thing. I didn't even know we did it. Your followers goal of 80 was just started 2 days ago. Oh, that's right, because we got up to 70. We're up to 70 followers. Yay! B-Shack resubscribed with Prime. Hey, that's why. Thank you, B-Shack. Ooh, which one is that? It's gotta be that one. Yes. Let's move that over to the other side. Thank you, B-Shack. I just found about this cartoon called One Punch Man. Very cool. Yeah, it's a good show. They should be starting their 3rd season just now. So if you have... I'm stuck in an advertisement. I'm sorry. Wait, you just subscribed with Prime. You shouldn't have ads. You might have already started it, though. Did my rage bait work? No, it did not. I was just like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Were you trying to rage bait me because you called it a cartoon? Is that what the deal was? The funny part about all of that is that the words that we use now... Okay, I'm back. Are you for real back? I can't quite tell. I can't... If you're trying to rage bait me here, something's happening. Yeah, thank you, Sunny. Something seems suspicious. I love the cartoon One Punch Man. Sir, it is an anime. I think the funny part is that all of those words, so during the age when comic books and cartoons and stuff like and animations, when they came to Japan, when they started showing up in Japan, and the Japanese people were like, oh my god, these are so cool. And they're like, let's make our own. And then they're like, oh, we need a word for these things. We'll just call them, manga and anime. But they basically mean the same fucking thing. they're not much difference, but they're a genre now, so they're different in certain ways. I love being bonked. Okay, B-Shack loves punishment. There we go. Toonami changed my brain chemistry. Yeah, for sure. I will always point at Toonami and my best friend during that time when I was in middle school showing me my first Gundam Wing DVD, and then I found Toonami after that. But then it was just like, once I had that, the world was never the same for me. I was stuck. I was hooked. I got the IV in me and I was like, give me more. And now I'm a psycho now. What was the thing I just saw recently? The guy that does the voice for Tom, or does the announcements for Toonami, he's been doing it. He's still doing it to this day, because Toonami is still available online, which I think is awesome. Only on Toonami. Yeah, that dude. I love that. I love that he's still doing it for all these years, and he's so into it. Like, there are some some actors or voice actors and stuff like that, that even though they go to the conventions and they have their tables in the booth, you can kind of tell like they're just like, I'm here because like there's a big fan base and stuff like that, but they're not thoroughly into it. And then there are some voice actors that you see or you meet and you're just like, holy shit, you are this character. You are totally like, this is not playing, this is who you are, which is super cool and fun. Hamtaro was one of my favorite, low-key. It's funny that you mentioned that. Because I've tried to look back at what I'm creating now and what my experience has been throughout the years, and kind of how what I'm putting together kind of resembles some of those things. And I always come back to Hamtaro. I threw a lot of Snoopy in there, but basically any kind of comics, Calvin and Hobbes, like that genre of comic and flow. It's very inspired a lot of what I'm doing right now. Like all of that stuff is in my brain, and every time I put together a page of something, I mean, something as silly as, you know, him coming out of his box, that's definitely anime inspired in that way, but all of the other basic things, just flat 2D things that are happening, those are all of that other influences, which is super, super fun. I was obsessed with one. I forgot its name. I know I mentioned it before. Do you remember what it had in it? What characters? I might be able to. Oh, Cyborg 009. Yes, that one's so good. All of those ones were good back in the day. All of the new ones are good. I think I've run across a couple shows that I definitely don't connect with. But like that idea on the internet of like hating something and really like throwing it under the bus or whatever like that, it's not my thing. I prefer to try to look at everything and be like, enjoy it for whatever it is. I love Sailor Moon too. Like I'm all over the place. Like just good stuff, good fun stuff. I remember enjoying Sailor Moon a lot. I tried rewatching the sub, but couldn't get into it. Did you try to watch, because they redid it, because they have a new version of it now. Did you try to watch the original? God, I could do a whole hour just talking about different anime. There's just so much there. I think I was watching on Hulu. So I don't know. It's kind of, so remember when they did the same thing with Dragon Ball, where they, every 5 or 10 years or whatever it is, they try to reinvent it or redo it and redo the animations. It'll be the same story, but they'll go in and they'll cut they do the version where they cut out all the fluff, all of the in-between stuff, like him going to the grocery store and things like that. Like they cut out and just go straight to just the action parts. Sailor Moon is one of those. They did something similar like that, where they took the whole story and they did the animations so that they were faithful to the original, but they, you know, spruced them up a little bit. But then they cut some parts in and out that they thought weren't as, you know, necessary. You love Super? Okay. Yeah, there's like so many different versions of that. I do not know them all. Yeah, I like the Daima is apparently canon though. Oh, really? Dragon Ball Z Daima. Did you ever comment on Ghost Stories dub? I like Ghost Stories dub. Like, I love the idea that they got into a sound booth and the company that was paying them to do it was just like, yeah, just do whatever. And they're like, really? And they just went for it. And that's become, it's one of those cult classics now, right? Like, it's one of those back, like, you know, walk up to somebody like, have you seen Ghost Stories dub? And people are like, yeah, it's funny. It definitely is not something you could do nowadays, but shouldn't she be? Yeah, that's the thing. Is like in a time where you could say a little bit more stuff because jokes were way less scrutinized. Maybe not scrutinized. I don't know. It's one of those ones where there are moments in history and time where stuff like that is created, but also has to stay. It cannot come through to the future because things need to change and evolve. And like, we can laugh about that one now, and it's getting a little bit further and further away from us because it's one of those ones that has to stay in the past, right? Like Blazing Saddles, like great movies and stuff like that, but a lot of that stuff is just not, maybe not Blazing Saddles, I don't know. I don't know, Smiling Friends, an old American cartoon is very raunchy. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know what, there's all these fucking lines everywhere that you're not supposed to cross, or you are supposed to cross, and I don't know them. I don't know them all. I don't know what's, you know, like one thing that's, you look at the stuff that they're throwing out on South Park and stuff like that, just like, and I know it's because they're creating stuff to punch up is what they're doing for it, which makes sense. Like you use that voice to speak to power and things like that. Like that makes sense. And there are certain avenues for that and certain setups for that. That makes sense. I think it's about intent and execution. If you do both well, I think you can do anything. It's in between, right? I know, what is it? Mel Brooks is getting ready to come back and do History of the World Part 2. No, Spaceballs. He's going to do Spaceballs 2. It's going to be interesting to see because he used to push a lot of boundaries with his art and stuff like that. Are they going to let him do that stuff still? Like, does he still have the presence of like a South Park to still punch up, or is he going to say some stuff that is going to get him crucified in a lot of ways? So I don't know. I don't know what that line looks like. We're in that social period of time where we're breaking everything down again, and that's good. But we haven't started reforming any of it yet, so we don't have anything to stand on for that. It's not a bad thing, it just means we're in that transitional period in world and history. I think he did History of the World Part 2 on a streaming service. I don't remember it being good. Yeah, I don't remember either. I don't remember seeing that. Spaceballs one is going to be interesting to see if that flies or not, or how it rolls out. And I'm just a humble person on the internet. I don't know jack and shit. I just try to be the best person that I can be in all those spaces and treat my friends and my family and people with the respect and that I can give them that they deserve. Try to, at least. I don't know anything about any of the politics of that stuff, so. I don't think that worked. No, it needs to be brighter. Needs a bright thing. Which sucks. It sucks that, I don't know. I'm trying not to get into the political conversations. Okay. We need something to punch this up. I don't know what it is yet. I do have to say, I'm interested to see how well Tron does. That's been a movie that I grew up with. Even the second one I really, really loved. So I was sad to hear that when Daft Punk broke up, decided they weren't going to do any more stuff together. I was like, oh no, that's going to ruin Tron. And then when they announced it was going to be Nine Inch Nails, I was like, all right, it could be okay for a Tron movie, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say it's good. I've heard some people, like the internet people, saying it's terrible, that you shouldn't go watch it. I don't know. I know my son's going to go see it on Saturday because he's a big fan. So we'll see what his take is on it and if he likes it. I trust his judgment. Kind of like these, but I don't like these. Yeah, we need to make, this needs to be the fanfare page. So I don't know how we're going to do, a big fanfare part of this. Definitely need to move our box over. What are you up to today, Bishak? Are you home today or are you at work and listening to the stream? Sunny's at home today. He's not feeling well, so thought I would check on you, see how you're doing. How are you doing, my friend? Are you happy? Are you healthy? How's your mental state? Let me check in on you. Give me the details. The fanfare. Oh, that's right. 10 was him thinking about they're not the same. Let's see. They do like that little triangle mouth. It's so funny. I don't think either of these are going to be right, but that's okay. Definitely not that. Maybe it's because these are too thick. Maybe that's why. Yeah, definitely not. Whatever this little mouth is not working quite yet. Needs to be rounded at the corners. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, that's better. Can we use that? I could do the one where he's got his arms crossed. Okay, won't you let me move you? Okay, why? Why won't you let me move this? Isolation group, clip group? That's not it. Gosh, dang it. All right. It is not nap time yet, Michelle. But nice try, though. Yeah, baby B-Shack is here, and Sunny's here. You know what? Don't want to do what I just did. Let's do... That's my problem. Copy. Get rid of that. Paste. There we go. I don't want to just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, but I feel like I have to. Sometimes simple solutions are the best ones. Sometimes. It's about as tall as the box, give or take. You have a little variations. Rewrites and it I'm gonna do a comma there. Hopefully that's correct. Only one way to check that. I need to go to Google Docs real quick, try to find the quote-unquote manuscript, which is not really a manuscript, it's just my scribblings of a story. Just the way I check my spellings, grammar. Oh no, we don't want book number 2. What am I doing? We're on book number 3. We're done with book number 2. We're never going back to that one. Till the movie. Once they make the movie, then we'll go back to number 2. Comma? Can I do that? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, and. I put and, right? And it has funny. Yeah. That's correct. Copy. These are rewrites on the fly is what they are. Okay, so Grammarly says that that's correct now. So we are good with that. Yay. That's good. Let's try to get up to 20 here. This should be at a 6. That one should be at a 6. It's not ideal, but we have something down now at the very least. A lot of suspicious eyes in this book. Number 3's got lots of suspicious eyes. All right, just for everybody out there who's working on stuff as well, save your work if you are doing digital. Back up anything that you can. All that fun jazz. And all that jazz. Okay, so let's... Still trying to figure that one out. Let's go ahead and export this one out and put it into our template so that we can see it. Export. That's number 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I don't have 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 4, 5, 6, 27. I don't have 28, 29, but we do have 13, 31. Okay, so we're like, are we within 2 pages then, just about? We need number 11. We're within, oh no, there's 3 pages. Why did I think there was, oh, because we have an 18 on here, but, oh, we don't have an 18 on here. No, we've got 3 pages. Okay, here we go. Not too bad. Still got some more details to flesh out on some of those. But it feels better to at least have that chunk of 3 kind of... We had to do some moving around. Get some wordings changed around. Like, we did some heavy edits on the words. But we got them cool new stuff set up here. We actually have him... We're actually seeing inside of his head for the first time. Seeing some of the things he's thinking. So that's a cool little mechanic we get to put into this story. We've had something similar, but this is more tangible, where when he was thinking about this stuff, I've never been outside before. I wonder what it's like. Like, these are graphics in that way, because he's like, I kind of have a concept of a tree, I kind of have a concept of a fish, kind of a concept of this like wolf, bear, coyote thing. So like, these are vague concepts that he's trying to process out, but this is more like, oh, I've seen this thing, I've seen this thing, why are these not the same? So that was kind of cool. Cool, we got 3 more to go, and then we're on to details. Yeah, I might have to. I got a little bit of time this afternoon hanging out. Might have to see about sketching out some ideas for these 3, 28, 29, and number 18. Figure out how we're gonna do. I'll do some research on this as well. Cool. Let's see how much time we got left. We got about 20 minutes left on our stream here. So let's. Well, we got some time left. I think I can try to push on this some more on these pages, but I think they need to ruminate a little bit. They need to steep a little bit. They need to sit where they're at. Okay, let's make sure these are all saved. That one is not. Save that one. Make sure that one's saved. Make sure that one's saved. Okay, everything is saved now. That's just good. That's just good, yeah. Let's see. I want to export both of these. I don't want them to go to the desktop. This one. Export as. Oh, I only had number 1. I want number 2. Layout number 2. Okay, there we go. Bam. Those are exported, so now I can have those with me. Let's bring up for our last like 20 minutes. Let's bring up what we were working on Wednesday. Which one did I? Oh, that file. Wait, I embedded that. Crap. Don't save. No, do I not have it anymore? Crap. I might have messed up. No, I might have thrown away that file. Well, that was dumb. I'm gonna have to find that again now. Shoot. Oh well. That was such a good file, too. Don't know where I can find that place. Can I find that? AND PNG? I don't think it's gonna find it. Nope. Dang it. Ignore. Shoot. Why did I do that? Can I look at my history? Maybe it's in my history. No, full history. We did this on Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. I lost the download. Oh no, there it is. Yay! Haha, I found it. Yay. Okay, cool. Thank God for history on Google. Okay. Do you want to update them now? Yes. Hey, I found it. Haha. Look at that. As if I knew what I was doing. See, that's the problem. I didn't embed it. Okay, so now it's embedded. So if you're working on a file and you press the embed button, which is this one up here, it takes and makes a copy of it and puts it into the file rather than trying to open it from the desktop or wherever you have it saved each time. So, yay. That's better. Okay, so, daughter. Hello, daughter. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Can I help you? No? You're just looking? So we gotta make some hair. What do you think?
Better.
It's better? It does not look good yet. I was trying to do this where her hair flares out. But I don't know if I can do that with this. I kind of have to go out.
You're gonna have the red stripe around her arm.
That's the other thing I need to work on, is figuring out how I'm going to do that. Yep. Thank you for coming by my TED Talk.
Just breakfast.
I don't know what to tell you. He's a cat. He's gonna have stinky breath. Is he over there bugging you? Sounds like him.
I had mac and cheese. So,
Ah, you had the mac and cheese. The cheeses and macs. That's why he's all over you.
about they going to Trader Joe's.
Correct. I knew that she was going to. Like right now, right now? Tu mamá?
No, mi madre.
Mi madre. Sí, tu madre. Sí. Bueno. Let's see. We want the part. I want to do the part. This. It's got to be a little bit more over this side. Make some more here. Do we want little hair? Well, thin wafts. That's what they're called. They're called wafts. At least that's what the cosplay versions of those are. Something like that. I'd love to do the braids, but I don't think I can do the braids because they're kind of behind her ears. And if I do those, like if I kind of pop them out, then they'll look like Princess Leia buns, and I don't want to do Princess Leia buns. Better. We've got long hair now. That's good. Might have to do. Hold on, changing my idea. Let's see. Let's move this over here. This. Move this. Let's move this. Okay, so now let's do copy, paste. Ew, that's not right. Copy, paste, object, select, color. Okay, so now what we'll do make that darker. Something like that. But what we need to do gives it that little lofty shape. Might have to make it a little bit bigger. We have to define that shape a little bit. Something like that. Oops. Yeah, we might have to do some more like detailed hair stuff for Asuna because that's a huge piece of her character. Compared to the Kirito one where we just kind of flat stopped his hair because he has dark anyways in his hair. Let's see. Let's put not that. Shift. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, that's the right color. I think we might do, instead of these halo ones, because Kirito's hair is pretty flat. Not as pretty, but we'll get there. Definitely want to do a better shine, but this is not it. Let's just leave it as white for now. I've done this before. This definitely does not look right, though. I think we were correct in spot, especially with that. Okay, so let's pause here for a second. Oop. Pause here for the moment. We're gonna have ads in about 1 minute. Let's save this real quick. Let's see. It's given Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. Yeah. Sorry, lol. I'm very trolly today. I took my anti-trolling meds. Oh, good. As a kid, I remember having zero concept of context to Pokemon being an anime from Japan. I didn't take my yapping meds. I love yapping. He's going to verbally yell at me during the ad breaks, guys. No. Never do that. But no, we're about 30 seconds out from our break, so let's pause here, and then we will come back after the break and talk a little bit more, and then probably roll up for the afternoon, and then we will come back on Sunday. Let's see where our assistant is. Oh, there she is. She's just hanging out. Digipopped. Just doing dog things. So we'll pause right here, and then we'll come back after the ads. See you in a few minutes. Okay, Bishak, now that you subscribe with your Prime, you should not have any ads, right? You should be free of those. And then it's just you and me. You and me, we have a little one-on-one time. That's what's going on here. Yep, no ads. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm still trying to figure out what to do. I'm here as well. Yeah, I know you're here, Sunny. This is one-on-one time for both of you. What are your burning questions and desires that you need me to answer in the next minute and 40 seconds? As I throw my book on the ground. Big stretch. Ooh, yeah, that's
Sunny
a good idea.
_Ruth says big stretch.
People always do have the hydrate one on their stream. I don't know if I like the hydrate one. That one, I feel like people use that too much and then people drink way too much water. And you could say, but Tahoe, how can you drink way too much water? If you don't know the answer to that question, I don't know what... Water is good for you. Correct. Water is good for you. But if you drink too much water for you, it can be bad for you. Do you know how I know that? You can't get into any kind of pool, lake, anywhere, and just continually drink the water. That usually ends up with a bad situation. You generally don't come back from that. I'm not trying to be grim or bleak or anything like that, but that is a thing. I always love when people are like, yeah, but water's good for you. Be like, until you drink too much, then you have too much water in you. The mixture needs to be closer to equal. Secondhand drowning, yeah. Stay hydrated, king. Yeah. The thing is hydrated, not drowned. Are you not pissing? I do not drink a lot of water. Let's just say that. I drink a lot of juice, but I do not drink a lot of water. So, I do not have the hydrate command because I do not hydrate like that. It is not my thing. Sadly, when was it? Oh, we were in college. And there was a radio show in Sacramento, and they thought it was a cool idea to do a competition where they had like 3 or 4, I think it was 3 contestants, and they had to drink as much water as they could in whatever, and whoever was the last man standing would win tickets to some concert or whatever it was. I think this actually made national news. Oh, maybe it was for the Wii. Maybe it was something. Oh, yeah, it was for the Wii. Yeah. It did make national news in that way. But, yeah, poor gal, she drank and drank, and she ended up winning, but she got home and, they found out that, she's essentially, like Sunny said, drowned was what it was. She just had taken in way too much water. Sucks. Terrible thing to have happened, but why they didn't, like, there were nurses and stuff calling and telling him, stop, you need to stop doing that. It is a thing. Yeah. Like, you were not wrong with what you were saying there. Like, they were not in a pool or, in the ocean or in a lake or whatever, drowning that way, but because they were pushing themselves to the limit of drowning, yeah, she essentially drowned herself because she drank way too much water trying to win that Wii for her family, which was sucky. It's just unfortunate. What a bummer. Huh. Yeah, go figure, right? Who would have thought? No, it's funny. It's one of those things that conversations that we have even in our house with my kids and stuff like that, and talking about things that are good and bad for you in that way. And there's you existing here at all as a human being, just living, breathing, that is a strain on everything. Like, breathing oxygen is toxic to you under a certain amount. Like, if you put oxygen into your veins through a needle or anything like that, syringe, going and getting your blood drawn or getting an IV put in like that could have serious effects. So, like, it's interesting to say those things, be like, oh yeah, no, air and water, they're good for you, but everything has to be in the right place at the right time. It can't be in the wrong place. Like, you can't do that. So the idea of good and bad in those ways is not as absolute as we think they are. Sometimes early in the morning when I'm outside, I remember we are just a rock floating through the universe, and then I think about food. Yeah, we are. We are on a giant space rock flying through the cosmos. Well, you're dead because it stops your heart. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Sonny. It's all part and parcel. Like you don't have to know everything and be, the smartest human being on the planet, but you do have to have some ability to ask questions about just about everything, right? Like, should I be drinking this much water? Like, is that it's okay, but should I? The heart doesn't need oxygen, just oxygenated blood. Yeah, see? Does my body need oxygen in its veins? No. Like that. But we really want to wrap this up on a weird topic, don't we? Today's stream. We are way off of. We're nowhere near where we need to be. I love science. Science is fascinating to me. It's always good stuff. You can always use it to bounce off things in the world and be like, I don't know about that. That seems weird. And it's okay. Some things can just be weird. We may not need to understand all of them right away, right now. So, okay, let's swap over to Canva. I gotta bring it up first. Huzzah. Okay, so we get to do a thing today. So I moved our progress around a little bit while we were working today because we actually lost some progress on 8 today. So we actually went down on that one, which is fine. Because sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards, which is. But let's see, where are we at? This is number 8. We did start number 9 today. Let me double check that just to make sure. Yeah, we did some work on 9, not very much. I think that one belongs. That one goes there. Okay, so we started 9. We actually started 10 and 11 today as well. I think 10 we got a little bit more work done on than we did on 9, because 9 definitely needs some major fixins. 10 felt a little bit better, so let's move that up there. Let's actually move 9 down because we got it started, but it definitely didn't feel great quite yet. We also started 11. Let's duplicate that one. We're starting to fill in a little bit on these ones that we haven't started yet, which is good. Okay, so that's the ones we did. We didn't do anything on 18, 28. Those are still on the outs. I think what I'm going to do, that's number 18. Yeah, I really want to get rid of 18 altogether, because I really haven't done much on that. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what the progress is for the day. Let's give it a little bit more. I think 9 got a little bit more of a boost than 11 did. Where did I do it for 10? There it was. 10 definitely felt better. Definitely needs some more work still, but yeah, I think that's, as far as our progress, I think that's what we got started. Because we had to move a bunch of stuff around, we basically took 8, 9, 10, and 11 and did a bunch of work today. So that's the big progress that we did. What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow? Probably about 22 to 27 miles per hour. We're talking African or European? I don't know that. There you go. That's your big questions right there. Cool. So that should be our progress. Let me double check to make sure we put those in. We didn't adjust or change anything else or work on anything else. Yep, those are our ones for the day. We did switch over and work on a little bit of the Asuna character, but not a lot. Cool. Let's see. Let's bring up this. Let's bring up this. Okay, stream schedule for the week. We just got done with our Friday stream right here. So we will be back on Sunday for a 500 Little Things podcast episode live right here on this channel. So if you would like to come by from 7 to 9 p.m., that's me and Dreamer, Mrs. Tahoe, talking about life and all the little things in between. Past things, future things, some of the things right now, just kind of our way of talking, taking a 2-hour part of our day to sit down and talk about and reminisce about things. Try to find some connections between the two of us and the people around us in the world. So feel free to check that out. That will be on Sunday. This is us. This is kind of, we got our little avatar characters that we bounce around with on the stream and talk about different things. Sometimes we have some visuals. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's just us talking. Just depends. But that'll be on Sunday. Why did that separate from our... There it is. That was weird. 500 Little Things. Join us. Let's see. Upcoming schedule. Monday morning. I have to take my son... I have to help my son with getting his Jeep serviced. It'll be his first time taking his Jeep to go get serviced, so he asked me if I would come with him and show him what to do, and so that he has a better idea so he can do it on his own someday. So I'm going to take him in on Monday, so I will not be here for a stream on Monday, unfortunately. Unless we get back in time, so he's got an early morning appointment. Have him go to AutoZone for headlight fluid. Yeah. No. Remember we were talking about this just a few minutes ago. Critical thinking. We work on a lot of critical thinking here at this house. So that was never a joke. One, that we used in the house. Two, that we were gonna. No, he knows about it, but we've talked about it. But not something we used on him in that way. So, like, no. If anybody says some weird stuff, you use your critical thinking and be like, no, that's bullshit. That seems weird. So, the other example I would give him is the board stretcher, something in construction that we always used. We'd always tell, not we, but the older guys would always tell the young apprentices and stuff like that, hey, go to the truck and get the board stretcher. There's no such thing as a board stretcher. Once you cut a board, you can't stretch it. So, that was always a joke and fun thing to do. That I did not find was very fun to torture people with, but whatever. I can't. No, you cannot. You cannot stretch the boards. No, that's not a thing. You can glue them back together, but they no longer have the tensile strength to do what you want them to do anymore. Sorry. There's a specific way you gotta put them back together. Okay, so do we have any other housekeeping things? I will be tomorrow at the Sierra Arts Book Fest. So if you are in the Reno, Tahoe, Carson City, Sparks area, and you want to come and see 28 authors are going to be downtown Sparks, selling our books, talking about books, all kinds of different events. There's supposed to be food vendors there, just a little celebration of local authors that hopefully the CR Arts will be able to do every year. This will be their first time doing it, so very happy and excited to be a part of it. So I'll have a table set up with my cabana and some free stuff to give out and some books to sell. So if you are in the area and you'd like to come by and check it out, please, 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 please do. We would like to make it successful so that we can keep doing it and supporting our local authors and stuff like that. So that's what's going on with that. Other than that, do you guys have any other housekeeping things that we need to throw out there, put together, talk about? I don't think I have anything else at the moment. I believe in a thing called love. All right. I can't, but I've been stretching them all this time. Lies and miscommunications. Don't believe this man. He does not know what he is speaking of. Those boards can no longer be stretched. They are no longer. Once they have been cut, they are done. They are no longer. Thank you, Bishak. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Let me see. Let's do a look to see who's on and streaming right now. Maybe we'll raid one of our followers, one of the people that we follow. None of our art mutuals are on right now, so we do not have a raid to go on to. So I was there when the dark magic was spoken. Peace out. Bye, Bishak. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Do something fun. Go hang out. No, something along those lines. But thank you, Sunny. Thank you. Actually, thanks, Bishak, for putting in your Prime sub. I appreciate that. That actually got us to our sub goal, so that was perfect. And Sunny, thank you for hanging out, for always subbing and being a part of the streams. It makes it fun. I like being able to talk with you guys during the days. Kind of exciting. Kind of nice. Kind of nice to have. I generally do a lot of this art creative stuff by myself in a little vacuum, so it's different. It's new to have people to chat with and talk with, so I appreciate that. But I hope you feel better. I hope you are able to get back on your feet and not have to run to the bathroom every 10 minutes, but hope you have a good weekend and a good afternoon, and I will see everybody. Hopefully we'll be on Sunday, and then we will be back on Wednesday for another stream. So have a good afternoon, everybody. See you later. Bye.